Hello, curling fans, and welcome back inside the Nutana Curling Club here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan for continuing coverage of the SGI Canada Best of the West. It is the final round-robin draw of the tournament. The women's playoffs are already set. The men have one more game to go to figure out who is in, who is out. It is Team Manitoba 1, Jordan McDonald, against Team Alberta 2, Jacob Libbus. John Cullen with you. Pleased to be joined once again by Trevor Johnson, lead of Team Kleider, although he has abandoned his post. I don't think he realized we were starting, but that's fine. So this game does have some playoff implications for these teams. Both teams are already into the playoffs, but there is a bye to the semifinals on the line. If Jordan McDonald were to win this game, he would get the bye to the semis. If Jacob Libbus were to win this game and Connor Dean were to get any points in their game against Devin Weeb, then Libus would get the semifinal spot. So lots on the line here. Obviously, you want to get yourself as deep into the playoff field as you can and guarantee yourself some money too in the process. So lots on the line here for these teams. McDonald coming in 4-0, Libus coming in 3-1.
Okay, 8-8. Okay.
And as I say, both teams already in the playoffs no matter what happens here, but looking for that all-important semifinal bye. And Trevor, you know a lot about that. The less games you can play, generally speaking, the better.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. And especially, you know, I'm a lead, so the body takes a toll the more games you play, and it's easier to play less.
Even though these are all young guys. In theory, their bodies should be able to handle this, but...
Yeah, this is the first year I think I'm not young anymore.
Are you 30 now? No.
No, I'm 26.
Yeah, okay, so what are you talking about? Because you're past 25?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
My God. Get real.
Hard. Curl. Okay, that's fine. Good shot.
They're looking for a guard there, just a little heavy from Cam Olofsson.
Yeah.
This Jacob Libbus team.
Yeah, on the logo.
Curling out of the Okotoks Curling Club, Jacob Libbus at skip, Nathan Molberg at third, Zach Poliak at second, and Michael Henricks at lead.
Line's good, little tight, yep, little light. Yep.
This Libbus team had a great run at the Alberta Men's Provincials this year, making the playoffs there before losing the 3-4 game to Dalen Vavrick.
Yep.
And had a few big wins this year as well. They played in the Aztec Safety Challenge in Lloydminster. Didn't make the playoffs there, but through the Seaside, they knocked out Joel Retornaz and Brad Jacobs.
Yeah, that's not easy to do at all.
No, Brad Jacobs didn't lose too many games this year, and one of them was to Jacob Libbus. So, yeah, it's a bit of a breakout year, I would say, for this Libbus team, who have been playing on tour now for a while. As that one is around the corner and biting the rings. Going to see a guard up now for Elias Humanicki and this Jordan McDonald team. You want to talk about breakout years, TJ. Great run at the points bet. Played in their first slam in Guelph at the WFG Masters. And this is their 16th event of the season.
Yeah, we've played them quite a bit over the last few years, and I think this year we're only 1-3 against them.
Really?
Yeah, they have our number. Luckily, our last win of the season was the event in Swift Current that we won in the final, but other than that, they kind of have the number against us.
Yeah, they've had a really good year, all just out of juniors. This is their first year out of the U20s and won the U25 Next Gen Classic despite being one of the youngest teams in the field. They're currently ranked 19th in the world, the highest ranked men's team in this event by far. Zach Poliak looking to drive that one back onto the yellows in the house, but will settle for the peel.
I'd give him a good chance at the pre-trials too.
Yeah, it's a tough field there for sure. They are the highest ranked team going into the pre-trials. But Reed Carruthers will be there, Sam Muybrook, Owen Purcell, Felix Asselin. It's going to be a great field there in Wolfville.
Be really tough to pick a winner.
Yeah, especially with only one team going through. We're used to the pre-trials seeing two teams get into the main trials, but now with it only being one team, it's not easy, that's for sure.
No, when we got our trial spot, I found out after that there's only one pre-trial spot. I was like, oh boy, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and it just compresses your schedule too, right? You have to try to peak at pre-trials, and then only a couple weeks later, you've got to go to the main trials. It definitely makes things difficult.
Yep, and if you're living out west, that's a lot of traveling too.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, the pre-trials in Wolfville and then the trials themselves in Halifax. Oh, just misses that back yellow, does Zach Poliuk, but great try. A little unfortunate to not get all three with leaving their red right there.
Good sweep, Mike.
Well, you could guard or you could play just inside nose tap, try and stagger them just a hair.
Just, it runs right where you throw it there, like on the outer. Back forward, T-line, Wayne. Anything just a little low is okay. Kind of what I was throwing in practice.
Line is super important here. You don't want to be on the outside and leave Libbus a double to lie two.
Okay.
First rock for Dallas Burgess. Libbus does have the hammer here. I don't know if we mentioned that off the top, but winning the draw to the button.
Gotta go.
Really gotta go.
Gotta go huge.
Really gotta go.
Gotta go huge. Gotta go huge. You got it.
You gotta go.
Gotta get
Elias
this over.
Humanicki, yeah, trying to bring this over. As you said, TJ, don't want to be on the outside of this.
More.
And unfortunately they are. So this is exactly as you predicted, sets up the double here for Nathan Molberg.
It'd be tight, but I do think it's there.
You got it.
Yeah, can't clear the guard by too much. I think it's there for sure, though. It'll even curl a little bit past the guard, probably.
Medium. Clean. Yep. Yep.
Poliuk trying to bring this back. Got to get by that center guard. They do. Now you got to hold it for the double. Ooh, just driving it by that yellow. Good sweep from Poliuk.
Shoot.
This looked like maybe Nathan was a little tight out of the hand.
Yeah, you could see even with that weight after it passed the guard, it still was curling.
Yeah, you definitely are going to see some finish to the middle on this sheet too. Started to calm down a little bit yesterday. Trevor, you were here with me for the noon game, but the 4 and the 8 game definitely curls is a little less dramatic than it had been throughout the week.
Line's good. Hard line. Hard.
Not in.
Hard.
Not in.
Tight now. Just keep going. Help them. Help them. Tight. It's good. Yep. Yes.
Cam Olofsson leaning on this one.
Hard, guys. Hard. Never off. Hard. Hard. Hard, boys. We had 2 on there. We're good. Whoa. Run it over the top of it. Maybe. I know it's top. Like yellow.
It's not a bad spot for that.
I mean, you could try that. I like do this, but I think this. You got a decent amount. How much space? Can't hear. Okay. I really like yellow, red, yellow here, not the high guard. Yeah, that's enough. But it's hard to hold the 5, but yeah, you can definitely make this. I just feel like this might be better, but if you make this, it's really good. So it's pretty thin. It's like this, right? Like if we make this really good, it's. When you plant the 6 there, it's pretty bad. It's not that bad of a shot.
I think the only thing I like about maybe playing the high guard, Trevor, is that if you even nosed it back on the yellow, you might roll in another red.
Yeah, you could actually. It's such a long guard that if you do barely miss the yellow, it's not going to be the best result.
Yeah, it'd be terrible actually. And you could, if you over curled, you could pick out your own red too, which would be disaster. But
that would be tough to do, but I guess it is
possible. Yeah. This is definitely the easier way of making the shot for sure, but there is risk here too.
Looks like a thin quarter, I think, gets it.
Yep. Whoa.
So looking for an angle run double here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just like that, great shot from Nathan Molberg. And just like that, Team Libbus lies 2, and they're both buried.
Oh, very nice. Great sweep, too. Hit it in the perfect spot and stuffed it right behind that guard.
Yeah, really good shot early for Alberta, too, and all of a sudden now, Team McDonald scrambling a little.
Just lock it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as draw the button. Okay.
Not a ton of options here for Jordan McDonald other than to freeze on this and try to shrink the scoring area for Team Libbus.
Got to have communication here. If the sweepers think you're heavy, you can bring it back behind and try and tuck as much as you can.
Yeah, anything but light here is probably decent for Jordan McDonald. Okay, you are hearing heavy.
Off it, Cam. Curl. Curl.
You can go around it. Go around it.
Straight.
Go around it.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Curl.
Nothing. No.
As long as you're
This needs
second,
to
you
stop.
aren't buried.
This needs to stop. It does stop in time to be second shot. So somewhat helpful for Jordan McDonald, but quite a bit more weight than they were wanting to throw.
Yeah, out of the hand, they were saying back 4, back 8 right away. Immediately switched to plan B, trying to carve it in there, but just too much weight out of the hand.
Yeah, I agree.
This is probably for everybody behind. It's hard to get buried here.
I like that. I think we go here, and if we're tight, we do this, right?
Wait. It's a little tricky.
I just think there's more.
Wait, if you like it, I don't mind it.
If I'm light, you can also just call curl, and it'll be good.
I mean, they're pretty different shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
Just got to be a little past it.
Top button, full 4. Yeah, I think if we
top
don't
button.
do it, he's probably going to do it himself.
Yeah, like this.
So,
Wrap a piece.
Yeah.
Hey, ideally half in the forefoot.
Strap it around.
Strap a piece, top 4, top button. Should come back nice here.
Speed's the same here as like my draw.
You end up edge on edge with that top 8 red.
Okay.
Jordan, if he's going to not freeze, he's got to watch out for the hit of the jam or
Okay.
pick it and just give up 2.
Same weight still?
Same weight's good.
Yeah, definitely a few spots this rock could be that would help Jacob Libbus. But the goal to tuck a piece just into the forefoot.
A little I got heavy.
Spin around. Close. Spin around. Line only. T. Line's good. Stop button. Spin around.
I think we're deep.
T. Top button.
Can't be heavy.
Top button. Yes. Top 4. Never straight. Down
Wait over.
right rock. Top 4. High spin on this line.
Should start to come in now.
Curl.
Yep.
Curl. Hard.
Curl.
Keep going.
Get in there. Good.
Not bad.
Perfect weight from Jacob Libbus. Just didn't quite tuck a piece. Although to your point, Trevor, the jam is scary for Team McDonald here.
I'd be tempted to just play a soft weight tap and get to the inside.
Pick it. Give me 2.
He said, or just pick it and give him 2, which was one of the options I had mentioned earlier.
Freeze it.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, freeze works. I think if you freeze and you make it good, it's going to be quite difficult for Libbus to score 2. But if you ever click off, it's risky to give up 3.
Well, if I pick it, it's free anyways. The only other shot is trying to get a little low on this, but that's...
I think if you pick it, I don't
Yeah, I
imagine
think you just
Jacob
gotta try
Libbus
and
is
lock it
trying
right
very
off.
hard for 3.
Yeah.
I think he's just
No.
drawing
I
for
think
2.
that's the only shot.
First end, I'd be going for 2. That shot, you know, maybe first draw of the week where it's much more curly, but
I got by that by a
I'm just
mile.
drawing for 2.
Okay, right?
Hey, he's got to
Then we
move it a
gotta
couple
freeze
feet.
it, yeah.
Okay, sure.
So playing the freeze, if you have the line or a hair heavy, you could tap it back, hit it in the right spot to just be shot, but just playing the freeze, and I don't know if Libbus will really have a shot
Even
for
if
2.
I hit that, he's probably got like, he's probably just makes
Yeah, if you make the freeze perfect, it's, you're probably maybe trying to tap that red on the right at an angle. Might be the only way you're scoring 2.
Is this a sliver more ice?
What?
A little more, is this slip more ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, some risk with this freeze. If you're ever heavy or light,
All right, top 4.
you're
boys.
probably
Make
giving
it.
up 3.
Make it. It's probably a force.
And I agree with that. So here we go, last rock, Jordan McDonald. First end, trying not to give up the big number.
Yeah, quite a bit less.
Line right now. Weight's there.
You think so?
Frozen.
I think we're rolling.
Frozen. If your weight's there, little light.
Sweeper's calling a little light, and it is curling now, too.
Get in here. Hard, boys.
Humanicki and Olafson trying to get it there.
Hard, gotta go.
Got to get it past this red one if you can, and they cannot. So just pulled the string there, did Jordan McDonald, and now Jacob Libbus will have a draw for 3.
No, me neither.
You just take lots of ice.
Yeah, I'm thinking like,
Edge.
what do we have? We had here, right?
Right here. So
I'm thinking that.
Yeah, you could tell the weight was
I just,
a little down on that one. It caught the curl early.
we can be here and shot.
They did take more ice than Jordan's first one. Whether he threw it that much less or caught maybe a hair fresher of a spot.
it'll still be heavier. This will be totally
I don't think the sweepers hated it out of his hand, but halfway down they realized it was minimum.
Yeah, I agree.
So you guys think like 3 feet?
This is tricky for Jacob Libbus, too. This is no gimme draw.
Not much.
Going way out into the weeds here. This would not be a draw path that got played in practice at all.
Yes, yes.
So I can't give you a same.
No, I think you're looking for 3 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 feet more. That's what they were telling him.
Let's make it good. Like the 4 foot.
Final stone, Jacob Libbus already lying 2, looking to add a 3rd.
Line.
Needs to just bite 4 foot.
Line 5.
Line's good, I think. Should curl. It's just if the weight will come off it.
Line's good.
Should curl and die now.
Line's good.
You're okay. That's shot, Jake.
And that is really well thrown by Jacob Libbus. That was not easy. Well managed by Polyuk and Henricks as well. 3 on the board for Alberta 2. We'll see if Jordan McDonald can find his way back in it in end 2.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Same's max.
So it's another big first end here on this feature sheet 2. Trevor, you and I were talking about it in the break. I think this is game 7 for me. 5 of the 7 games have seen a 3 or more in the first end. What do you think's going on out here? Something in the water in Saskatoon or what?
Yeah. We had there's the new blank rule here that they put on at Best of the West, where you only allowed one blank per game, and if you blank a second, the hammer flips and you don't get to score. So that's probably in the back of people's minds, and whether they're overthinking it, that might be part of what's going on.
Yeah, totally. I think it could definitely be part of it. We have seen teams play a little more aggressively in the first end, but just two great draws from Jacob Libbus as well. First one to set it up, and then that second one, that was no easy feat, going all the way out in the weeds there, and Sweepers pretty much didn't touch it either. It was just there out of his hand. So
really good result. Not to mention the run back earlier in the end to sit too.
Yeah, that was a really good shot from Nathan Mohlberg as well. Libus came to play here. 2 rocks in the forefoot. Going to throw up a guard here as Jordan McDonald's first one not in play.
Line's good. I thought I was late though. Line's good. Line's a little tight. Line's
so
tight.
Something interesting here with the Libus team. I don't know if you noticed how dirty their broom heads are. They believe that they can have more friction on the ice than a clean one.
Okay.
They believe they can melt the ice more with it.
That's an interesting theory.
Beauty, good shot.
Because if you ever use an old broom head, it is harder to sweep with. So they believe that creates more friction.
It's an interesting theory. I mean, none of the top teams subscribe to that theory, so it makes me wonder how viable it is or not. But
I'm assuming they've done at least some testing.
I would assume so too. Yeah.
I don't like sweeping with the old broom head. The energy is just, it's low come midway of the game.
Yeah, totally. So Elias Humanicki gets those 2 reds in the forefoot moving. And Libus wasting no time now in the double peel. And this is, again, that blank rule coming into play here. Libus probably looks like just single peel. But Libus feeling like if they could get McDonald's early on having to choose between a blank or maybe just taking one, it might be a difficult decision for him.
Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yep. Clean.
It's tight. Peel made there by Zach Poliak. Libus still lies 1.
What are you playing, sorry? Straw?
Wait's good.
Wait's good. Wait's good.
Yep, yes.
Wait's good.
Gotta go line.
Wait's good.
Really gotta go line.
Little heady.
This looks like it's all over the
It's
top.
on the guard. It's on the guard.
So not a great start here for Manitoba 1, giving up 3 in the first end. Haven't been able to get anything going with hammer here in 2. And I think for Libus, if you could ever make a double peel here, you're looking pretty good to either force McDonald to use their blank early or take one.
That one?
Either fine.
All right, they're actually going to draw.
Should be a bit stiffer out here.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'll still be keen.
I think maybe they're a little worried that yellow might jam.
I think like the same weight as
That's the only thing I can think of. I would still just rip it, from the outside going in.
Maybe a couple feet
No,
more.
you'll need more. You'll need more than
A
that.
couple feet.
Yeah.
You keep
Line's good.
It's close.
Line's good.
Go for it.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Little tight.
Running. Line only. T.
Close.
T.
It's really tight.
Line
Yep.
only. T.
Yep.
T.
Whoa.
Line only.
Sit.
Sit down.
4-6. Okay.
Nice shot there from Nathan Mohlberg, maybe a couple feet deep, but it is Libus line 2.
Come around the right one? Sure.
Okay. Firm. Firm. Yeah. Sticking, yo. Yeah. It's a thin half. Half, okay. half a rocker. That's just better. Whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl.
Double try, Dallas Burgess.
Really gotta go.
Even a hit and roll is okay here. Unfortunately, that's going to hit it right on the beak, and
Whatever.
Manitoba could be in some trouble here, Trevor.
If you throw it as hard as Team McDonald can, if you're ever just a hair outside out of the hand, you're pretty much not going to make the shot.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't mind a little less even.
I think that's what happened
We threw
there.
medium right here.
I don't mind easy with a little less.
Yeah, okay. You got it.
Yeah, it's nail weight here.
Hit
Last
easy.
medium was a little heavy.
No, you're a little tight.
Make this roll good, though. McDonald's going to have to play some run backs, I believe.
Easy. Clean. Little solid. Whoa. Close. Little solid. Whoa. Close.
Clean.
Whoa. Close. Whoa. Whoa.
Trying for that inside roll, Nathan Molberg.
Yep. Yep. Right over. Right over.
How about that? Great shot.
They came to play today.
I'll say. Nathan Molberg in particular, that's a great shot last end to set up the three, and another really good one here. As you said, TJ, nothing to do now but run backs.
Nice call. Curl it right at the end.
Yeah, 10-7.
Okay, good.
Wow, that's good weight.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Curl.
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 Clean. Yes. Hard.
And very nice from Dallas Burgess. Gets rid of both reds. Maybe a little unlucky that that yellow spilled into the open.
I mean, if we can,
I don't mind rolling away. A blank here is great, right?
he might come around. He'll probably come around, I think. So I don't mind this. Just like hack.
I agree with Jacob. I think he's almost certainly coming around if you roll outside.
Just said okay.
Try and get as close to nose, obviously a little bit inside if you can.
Like a 12.
That was
I
a great
think.
throw.
I like that.
Yeah, really nice from Dallas Burgess, and the team needed it.
I think that's pretty close.
I like that with 12.
Chasing all end here.
This definitely is curlier side.
Just goes to show what the ability of throwing a high hard one can do for you.
Yeah.
I can hold it.
Yeah, stay close.
Nice 12. Yeah.
I think we want to roll under the guard.
Yeah.
Possible.
We'll play 12.
Okay. Speed like.
So you heard there, they have decided they want to roll underneath that corner
Maybe the guy
guard.
throw the same kind of weight as the other sheets.
I think even nose isn't terrible here. You might see McDonald draw if you hit this on the nose, but it'd be a slightly riskier proposition.
Whoa.
Little up.
Nothing at all from Polyak and Henricks.
Hard roll.
Calling the audible to roll away here.
Okay.
And McDonald had already made up his mind that he was drawing here.
The line there though. Yeah.
Sorry. No, you're good.
And this is definitely that blank rule again here, Trevor. I think you'd probably see McDonald hit if they were allowed more than one blank.
Oh, definitely. You got all of the rock plus some, a couple more inches as well on the inside.
The line right though.
So if you don't make the roll, then you're going to be forced or blanked, and he's just going to take his chance on, being shot anywhere behind this guard.
First rock, Jordan McDonald.
Kick big ad. Go for it.
Pretty good idea.
Trying to get something going for his Manitoba 1 team here.
You gotta go line. Hard. Waits there.
This is curling.
Heavy. Back four.
Got to get by this guard here. Looks like they're by, but they are a little heavy.
It's over curling. Okay.
And Jordan McDonald not dialed in to draw weight so far here this afternoon.
It was a tough one to call for line
I guess
because
we could just go here.
it was tight but heavy, but you have to get by the guard.
Yeah. Just hit it, guys.
Out of the hand, he said big ad.
Just
If he trusted his slide weight was probably close. Probably thought he was sliding a little bit light and just gave it a little shove at the end.
we leave a double for same kind of shot as last end. Right here. Okay.
I don't think double's going to be real tough for McDonald. Those rocks are almost edge on edge. I know Zach Polyak is. That's a classic front end. Why aren't we hitting it? But I think the draw is the call here. You can pretty much be anywhere as long as you're out counting that back yellow.
Yeah, and if you're even with the red, you don't even have to be undercover.
Because you were like 3-4 feet more.
Which is obviously a bonus and makes Jordan throw a way more difficult shot.
Okay, good. Okay, top button, top 4 kind of.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's ever going to be a double, even if you line them up. So just need to count a second point.
Little light, little light.
Jacob Libbus.
Wait on me.
Top 4. Top 4.
Nothing much yet from Zach and Mike here.
Top 4.
Line looks pretty good.
Top button.
You'd love it to be even with that red one.
Total finish.
Yep, curl.
Whoa,
Yep,
whoa.
yep, keep going.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
It's pretty much perfect. Great shot from Jacob Libbus.
14-6.
Yeah.
Not an easy shot for Jordan McDonald here. That is over buried past that yellow guard.
His first call was just a back 8, back 4 tap on the edge there, but it's over buried on the out turn side.
I think it is there. You can for sure roll it here. If I throw a nuke. Can I get to a thick half of this?
You've got like an inch and a half of air.
Oh, it's more than an inch and a half.
Oh, 2 inches.
What's half an inch?
Yeah, exactly. That's another classic skip lead. Oh, it's more than an inch and a half. Okay, an inch and 3/4.
You know, if it was later in the game and you're down 3-0, I wouldn't mind the double. But second end, I think you got to get on the board.
Yeah, I agree. I just also, I do think his other call is quite hard too. Playing that intern through the hole, that red is over buried. You could easily give up 2 doing that. So that's the only thing with playing this double is that you may not make it, but you're never giving up 2. Whereas I think with the shot through the hole, there's a possibility you'd give up a steal of 2. So I don't mind it from that perspective, but yeah, I think to make the double for 2 feels really hard. It's very flat, and you can't see a ton of that red stone around the guard.
I could see him hitting it in the right spot, and just, I don't know if that red will, you know, you got to get it
fully out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the houses are pretty dead, so this would be one of the shots of the week if Jordan McDonald can make it. Final stone for him, second end. Down 3. Throwing the nuke. Got one. Do you have enough to move it far enough? No, you don't. Great try from Jordan McDonald, but I'm not sure that was ever there. Hit that pretty much as perfect as you could have. Manitoba will settle for 1. Jacob Libbus, 2-point lead and the hammer as we head into 3.
Storms are coming. There she goes. Yay! I'm gonna need a new tractor.
Buried around the yellow.
It's been the dream start here for Team Libbus. Potential bye to the semifinals on the line. 3 in the first, great force on Jordan McDonald in the second. They lead 3-1, and the Connor Dean game mattering as well to Jacob Libbus. And Connor Dean leading that one 2-0 over Devin Weeb. So for those of you just joining us this weekend, it is 3 points if you win the game in regulation. There's no extra end, so if it's tied after 8, it's a draw to the button. If you win on draw to the button, it's 2 points. If you lose on draw to the button, it's 1 point. So for Libbus, they need to win this game in regulation to get all 3 points, and then they need Connor Dean to pick up at least a point in their game, and then they would get that bye to the semifinals. So that's what's on the line here. Final round robin draw for the men.
I know the event's not over, but I am a fan of the point system that they've chosen to run this event with. Just eliminates all those tiebreakers, especially with a short round robin.
I agree.
Sit. Good. It's good.
And really nice come around. We've said it all week long, and I mean, this is true of any sheet, any game, any curling game. You pick up the ice faster than your opponent, you're going to win a lot of games, but it's especially true on this sheet too. The draw paths can be a little bit tricky, a little bit different from one another, and we have seen the team that kind of gets a handle on it first can really get out to a big lead and take control of the game. That's kind of what happened. That's what's happened so far here for Alberta too. They've been really locked into the draw weight, and it's been a bit more of a struggle for Team Manitoba.
Yeah, right from the start, Alberta's been nailing all their draws, all their guards, perfectly in line too.
1 foot, curl, 1 foot bounce, curl.
Just keep going.
Cam Olofsson trying to bring this to the face.
Straight.
It's pretty good from Elias Humanicki. They were looking for the freeze there, so it's a little heavier than they were hoping, but still a decent result.
Like a thick 3/4.
Now with the scoreboard the way it is, Zach Polyak being asked for the double peel, maybe even get that yellow in the house if you get real lucky.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yes.
Very nice from Polyak, double peel, rolls to a corner guard and Libbus' shot.
Corner guard.
Polyak can throw him hard.
And accurate.
Yeah, no question. Center guard going back up for Elias Humanicki.
Get it straight. Like just over.
Hard line.
1.5.
Hard, guys.
Logo.
This is over curling.
Keep going. Okay, whoa. Off.
Nothing.
I like the chase here, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the chase here either, and this is where Elias Humanicki being a little heavy on his first one could come back to haunt them.
Do we want to just tap it?
There's enough separation there that you could chase.
That guard is very high that
we want to kill our red and
it's
leave
not
him buried?
too effective at the moment.
No, there's space there, right? Like you can chip this over the top.
Okay.
Well, wait here.
What? Wait. Forward.
Or wait.
Like
You can make this perfect and roll under your red corner.
Yeah, I got you.
I think you'd be feeling pretty good if you do that.
Asking for board weight here.
Clean.
Yep.
Hard. Yep. Hard. Clean. Yep. Hard. Clean. Whoa.
Whoa! Clean, guys. Good.
Nice. Nice call.
Overrolling it a hair. Still a very nice touch from Zach Polyak. Alberta lies too.
I think you just have to make the freeze. Yeah. I don't see much else.
Probably just bury it.
Yeah. Hey. You could probably overbury. You can't really chase it the other way. All right. You got her. Take it.
This has been the theme for Team McDonald so far, TJ. A lot of freezes to try to get themselves out of trouble.
Yeah, this is my third game joining you here, and the other 2 times I had mentioned the team that gets out in front just gets to play the hits and the peels, and it's just usually easier shots, and the other team has to figure out the paths and the changing weight, play more precise shots just to give yourself better angles and a chance.
You gotta freeze it on this line.
Not there.
Hard.
Not there.
We're there. You're there. We're there. Yes. Yes.
We're there.
Line. Hard. Okay, that's fine. Good shot.
It's good.
Good shot there from Dallas Burgess. They were hoping to actually draw and overbury a little bit on that yellow guard, but
Yeah, it's either kill it
never
or
quite
tap
caught
it.
the line for Manitoba.
Yeah, then they're going here. You can chase and do this. Yeah, feel.
Okay. We're just blasting.
Blow it up.
I'm okay with this thing.
Yeah, I think you heard Libbus say that if you blow this up, you get rid of both the yellow and the red. Anything they draw around that center guard will be chaseable.
Especially with that high guard. They hit this right, they might get rid of their red on the side. Not the end of the world, but it would be a bonus to keep it.
So this one should be coming in hot. Nathan Molberg.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Oh, shoot.
Go.
Very nice from Nathan Molberg. I think Jacob Libbus thought they were jamming on the red one on the side, but they actually sneak underneath it.
Yeah, if you dead jammed, I don't know if that yellow would have had enough steam to go out.
I thought I was maybe
Good shot.
It's kind of soft with the
Yeah, the houses are not as lively as you'd be used to seeing if you're watching the Grand Slams and the Brier and stuff on TV. So yeah, those types of shots you got to throw with just a little bit extra steam.
Got a little less. Mine's good.
I got similar.
Touch. Weight's good. Touch left.
This is a tighter line.
Touch left.
Weight's fine.
Hard.
Weight's there.
Make sure. Weight's gotta go. You gotta go, guys.
Yeah, on that tighter line, it's going to finish a little earlier, so you have to make sure you're there with the sweep.
Okay. It's not there.
And unfortunately, it's well short for Dallas Burgess. And yeah, again, we've talked about that all week long. If you just get on a little tighter path, it'll curl a little earlier. And as we know, the earlier it curls, the more weight comes off of it.
A little quicker here than that T-line.
It's something we've noticed this year, especially with the release or add during the slide. If you kick out heavy and you don't add, it'll curl, hit the break point earlier and lose even more speed, even if you had the right speed. You just gotta set it just a hair, especially on curly ice like this, or even more so at the slams. And especially later in the end, or the game when the pebble's wearing down a bit, you just have to make sure you get it to the broom.
I like it.
Mine's good. Thought it was close, Mike.
Might be a little down here, right?
A little bit of room.
It's close. Stop it.
I got down. Room.
Stop it.
Line.
Another great opportunity, Alberta 2.
Wait only.
Running a bit.
Line's good.
Stop it. Just short your broom.
Right here.
To your broom.
Little finish. Curl.
And again, this Libbus team just absolutely dialed in to draw weight. That is perfect from Nathan Molberg.
Good sweep.
Just locking them down shot after shot.
About a corner.
It's not a lot of great options for Jordan McDonald here. And again, it's a freeze. Try to shrink the scoring area.
Okay, fuck it on. I had 44 on your split for the last time.
Okay.
So
15-5.
yeah.
You do not want to be heavy and bounce off on this one. Let the sweepers bring it in.
Got the same weight as Dallas.
Line's good.
Gotta go weight a bit.
I had a little more.
Gotta go weight a bit.
First stone, Jordan McDonald. Needs a good one here. Alberta lying 2.
Let me know.
Weight's good. Tons of line. No bounce. Whoa. Got bounce on
This
the
is
slide.
way out there.
Whoa. Come on, guys. Just plow it. Just be heavy. Straight, straight.
Yes, yes.
Oh boy, that's the worst case scenario there.
No.
It almost would have been better trying to get it around that red one. That little tick opens it up.
Nose, or you just try
Makes
to
it way harder for McDonald to throw a freeze on it on the next one.
Like,
He just waited or decided that the weight was too heavy too late, and it had already had a piece of the red.
Well, then he
freezes.
does the freeze and
And we draw for 2. I think that's
that's a tough draw.
No, maybe it was the weight they
but it's
wanted,
safer
but
than-
Yeah,
you know,
hate to do
Libus,
this.
they had just thrown that side of the sheet.
Okay,
Could be
I'm gonna
another
move
rock
forward
quicker
then
down
and try
that
and do
path.
This, if not nose. Because we're never getting close to any of this. So.
No, as long as, like nose is perfect. I think,
I'm
even
thinking-
if you're just off.
Like that with board.
Yeah, both Zach and mine curled here.
I think that's close though.
You could probably make the roll if you throw like firm.
I don't think we need to though. I think we just keep it here.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
we're
you
just
can,
nosing.
try and sneak under, but
It's kind of like 2 ends ago.
I think just board here and then we.
Yeah. Okay. Similar to 2 ends ago, eh?
Yeah, nose or a little roll under. You like that ice?
yeah, maybe say it's on the min end, but I think yours run a bit straighter. So, and I can hold it.
agree.
I like
Okay.
it. You got it, buddy.
My last, I threw that half waiter was a.
I had
11.8.
11.7.
Yeah.
That's what I.
So give you a couple feet more than that and a little bit
sure.
more and we're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a sliver more. You got it.
Okay.
First stone, Jacob Libbus. Chance to lie 3 once again with hammer.
Okay.
They're trying to roll it behind that corner guard. Might have given Jordan McDonald a lifeline here.
They're kind of stuck in between. If you roll the half an inch to the inside, Jordan's got a very tough shot, and if you're under the corner, he can't hit and roll, but now he can get shot while removing one of the reds.
You can be right to here. Yeah.
Yeah, if he hits and rolls underneath, it's going to be very hard for Libbus not to give up a steal. Little unlucky there. He probably had to play just a little more aggressively for the roll, I think, TJ. They were just never quite realizing, like, even if you rolled that all the way to the back 12, I think you're fine. Even if you roll out.
Yeah, I was thinking even if you roll out, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the one spot you couldn't leave it. Especially for a skip as good as Jordan McDonald. You have to think he's going to find one here. It's been a struggle so far. But this could be a real end saver and maybe even game saver. Last rock.
Soft. The light.
Third end, Manitoba.
Clean.
The light.
Whoa. Clean.
Clean.
Yeah.
Light.
Yeah.
Light.
Hard. Hard.
This is diving now,
Hard.
and they just lost it.
Easy?
Yeah, intern.
Yeah.
Based off of
Different
that
view
one,
from
feel
down here and up here, and we're
Like
looking
this.
head on
We can even hit it
right
here.
down the sheet up here, and
So,
they
easy?
called light, and it looked like it was moving before they even started sweeping.
Yeah, you heard Jordan McDonald, maybe a little frustration with Dallas Burgess's line call, but I do think it's tough. It was a little light, and
Easy.
often once it starts to break,
Mine ran pretty straight.
it's
and we
over.
can hit like a
And so
quarter.
it's I don't envy the line callers on this
Maybe
sheet.
that's
I do
exaggerating,
think
but-
it's min again.
Easy to say that, you should have been on it earlier, but that's tough once it starts to snap. In any event, this is an open hit for another 3 for Jacob Libbus.
Solid.
That would get them well on their way to finding themselves in a potential semifinal. No mistake made by the Alberta skip. 6-1. They lead.
To be a successful farmer, you have to love what you do. Our farm is very much a family-run farm. It takes a lot more to run a family and run a dairy farm. But that means that we call upon grandmas and grandpas to help look after the kids. We spend a lot of time with our family, and we love it that way. We get up every morning, going out to the barn, knowing that we do this because it's a passion. I can't really describe it any other way.
We've got 50 years of winning behind us. That means a lot of winning numbers. Numbers like over 1,200 organizations funded and 12,000 groups supported. Winning numbers like 6 million given away annually in community grants. Winning numbers like 196 athletes sent to Olympic and Paralympic Games. And the winningest number of all, the $1.4 billion given back through sport, culture, and recreation. And we're just getting started. Woo-hoo!
I got less. Line's good. Similar.
Another phenomenal end for Team Libus.
Running.
Another 3 on the board, and they lead 6-1.
Can't be.
Top
I would say go here.
Top button. Yeah, we're back 4.
Wow.
Back 4, back 8.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, 4-3.
Okay.
Tight.
They were trying to put that redstone right on top and didn't quite get there.
More ad.
I didn't get much. Hard. Gotta go. Yeah, you look light. We're light again, yeah. It's not bad. Curl, I don't know. Oh, wait, we're close. Curl. It looks close.
Looking for the double corner, Cam Olofsson.
Never off. Keep going.
Fine.
Good sweep.
So we've talked about this game being important for the men's playoff picture. The women's playoff picture is already set. They had their final round robin game this morning. Taylor Reese-Hansen ending up atop the pile, a finalist last year here at the Best of the West. So they get that bye to the semifinal, as does Serena Gray-Withers. So those two teams will await the winner of the quarterfinals, which are being played at 4 p.m. local time. Ashley Tevenot facing off against Gracelyn Richards, and Holly Haffley facing off against Team Wisniewski. So some Saskatchewan flavor in the quarterfinals for the women with Tevenot and Wisniewski. Great for the local fans and community here.
I did not throw that.
Men's quarters will also go at 4.
I thought we were going to be way heavy too. It seemed to come off though.
And I'm just looking at the final LSD scores here, and Jacob Libbus actually has the top LSD score among Dean, McDonald, and themselves. So a win here for Jacob Libbus now, regardless, would get them a bye to the semifinals. And it would be Jordan McDonald who'd be cheering for a Connor Dean loss to get themselves that bye to the semis.
Little roll is fine too. Easy weight.
So if you're in Saskatoon, you better come out to the rink tonight and cheer on some Saskatchewan.
Absolutely. Yeah, Josh Bryden trying to find his way into the playoffs. I believe Logan Eade can also slide in there too. So lots of potential local content here at the Nutana. You know, it's always a party Saturday night at the Best of the West. And you were telling me, Trevor, I don't drink, but drink special, beer special on at the club today too.
Beers are $2 or $3 off. So
maybe
for all day too. So come on down and get your beer. They're trying to clear out the fridge.
I think curlers are a good group. If you need to clear out a beer fridge, you just ask curlers to come and help you out. Usually they're going to be pretty good at that. So Libbus off to a great start again here. They're lying 3, and they've choked off this corner guard for McDonald. McDonald's trying to thread the needle here. Not easy, though. There's not a ton of space.
Yep. Wait only.
There.
Clean it. Line's good.
Oh, that's well done by Humanicki.
Close finish. It's good.
Libbus still lies 2, though. And leading by 5.
Yeah, I kind of like chasing the tight one.
Which one? The high one or the tight one?
The high one.
Jacob was like, I'm not getting up.
No, he's just pointing his broom. I'm not sure which one he was talking about.
Me neither, but guys, I'm already crouched, okay? You figure it out from down there.
Nope.
We also probably don't need peel. Can we chat about that?
Yeah.
I think he wants the tight one.
Yeah, seems like they want to chase the tight one. Jacob's still refusing to leave his crouch.
He's trying to avoid a 3.
What?
He's trying to avoid a 3.
Get rid of the high one.
Yeah.
Throws again.
We're up 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you want to give me less ice and put it up here? This is.
You're just
Yeah, it's a mile of ice though. Like,
okay. Whatever works. Yeah.
Honestly, that's a power move. I'm not leaving my crouch, buddy.
That's right. My call's right and you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ask for tighter ice.
Yeah, exactly. You can come down here if you want. You can text me.
Yeah, we went right where I threw it. Okay.
I want you to peel the high one.
Maybe.
I did like the response from Jacob, though. Nathan said, oh, so what? We're just trying not to give up 3. And Jacob said, yeah, we're up 5. So giving up 2 here, not the end of the world. You just don't want to give up 3 or more.
Yep, just play the scoreboard. It's the way to do it smartly.
Clean. Yep.
And no trouble there for Nathan Molberg.
Shot.
Peel made, and Jacob Libbus emerged from the crouch. I was a little nervous he was going to get frozen there like a statue. But for me, if I was crouched that long, it would take a lot longer to get up. I'll tell you that for free.
Frozen closed, hey?
Oh, yeah.
2, I think.
To the back, 12.
Yeah, my days of playing back catcher are over.
Oh, okay.
The Tin Man need a little oil on those knees.
I need a lot more than that.
Like 15, you can probably sweep it there. Sure.
So I believe they elected to freeze to back 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Little light. Line. Hard line. Gotta go line.
Humanicki and Olofsson on it right out of the hand.
Hard, guys. Line's good. Yep.
Chance.
Hard. Line's good. Keep
Got a
going.
chance. Got a chance.
Line's good. Hard.
Trying to move it back.
Hard. You gotta go.
I gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go. Line.
And again, just a hair light from Dallas Burgess. Great sweep from Cam and Elias. But not what they would have liked, and
Anywhere high.
that would be pretty sick
What?
if you make it.
Called it right away, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Just anywhere high on this.
This would be one of those shots where if I'm Jordan McDonald and this shot is made, I might quit on the spot.
Thick half. Half.
Yeah, we played Jordan in Red Deer, and we needed to steal 2 to tie in the 8th, and in the middle of the end, they made a pretty sick triple, and Ryland just quickly turned around and shook hands.
I love that. I love a mid-end quit.
Yep.
Nathan Molberg's made a few of these so far. You have to make sure you get one of the yellows, though.
Hard.
Got one. Does he have the second? Doesn't move it far enough. I think he does. Yeah, you red lies 3. Wow, great shot from Nathan Molberg. Another look at it here. Had to sweep it all the way.
Yep.
Didn't move the yellow out of the rings, but I don't think it matters too much with red lying 3 here.
And left that angle staggered on that yellow under that guard, too. To sit 3 after that is really good.
Yeah, lovely shot. It's been a couple upweight shots for him now that have been a little tricky and has managed them all.
Close. Not really close. Line. Hard line.
Line.
Hard line.
Wait's good.
Wait only.
Easy.
Wait only. Oh, you're bouncing. Okay.
And again, Dallas Burgess just has not been able to find his draw weight here.
Okay.
He's been close,
Kinda feel like
a little heavy, a little light, but hasn't been there.
Yep.
Weight might have been there if they didn't sweep it, but they had to go for line again. So kind of in a tough situation out of the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with either. Which turn are we throwing is the question. Okay, heel? Yeah. In a turn? Okay. You take it. Yeah. Out turn makes sense the most to me. Yeah, that seems good. So? Just rip it out of there. Yeah. You got it. It's like a nice, easy peel.
So just the straight rip for Jacob Libbus. It's not the easiest hole to navigate, but it is there.
Yep. Gotta go.
Michael Henrik's picking this up immediately.
Hard.
Oof, just through the hole and rolls perfectly in front of, behind that redstone. Almost took out our cameraman.
Oh my God, good turn.
You can see there the camera start shaking. Here's a look at it here. Watch our poor cameraman on the left just getting smoked. Good balance, though.
Yeah, if that hit me, I think I'm going down.
Oh, I'm going down for sure.
Stable stance there.
Yeah.
Almost
That was a great shot. Right through the port, rolls buried. I don't think this game's been a whole lot of fun for Team McDonald so far.
Sorry, what do you see to get 2 right now? I think you just freeze this here. I think that's all we can do.
I think that's all you can do. That yellow on the right-hand side is gone from this end already.
Yeah, and I think you have to try something to score 2 here.
Stick there.
1 is not going to help you very much.
You trying to freeze on the nose, or?
I just freeze it on something of it.
Let's break it. 15-2. Let's break it. I got
Light tight, guys.
First rock for Jordan McDonald. 4th end, he's down 5, trying to generate any kind of offense.
We got nose. Gotta curl.
Gotta go.
Curl. You got so much line right now. Curl. 58. All right, well, line's good. Yep. Great.
Oh, we gotta go.
Good. Second.
It's going to come up short of the freeze. Does get second shot, though.
I think the pick might be easier.
I kind of like guarding. What's his shot for 2 right now?
If you're a little wide, you might stick
This?
it. Yeah, that. I think maybe just...
Even odds he makes it, but it's only for 2. And if he ever misses, if he ever picks his 7, it's a 3 for us. So
I don't mind the guard here.
I'd hate to leave him
does he even have anything
The
there?
pick is quite easy, yeah.
What's his shot to score? Like, he's got to come over the top of this and slash it back for 1?
He's got the run.
Like, this is his only shot.
That run is so hard to stick, I think.
I don't know. This is pretty good.
What if we just...
Unless you're trying to steal, yeah.
Half of them want the guard and half of them want to pick it.
If
Right
we
here?
guard this, he's got to draw the pin for...
Here?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, like, he doesn't have anything for 2 here. His only shot for multiples there.
I don't know.
Oh,
He might be able to get
you think
2
that's
there.
there?
Maybe.
I think the second's
Yeah, I
gone.
do think that's there. With low weight.
With what weight? Like, what weight's he throwing to make that?
It's pretty bouncy. Like you just get by, you're hitting this like here, right?
Is he shot with like
Well, I'm
it's
thinking
close?
to go
It's
here
close.
instead of. We could pick that
Maybe
yellow.
we want to throw that. It's pretty close.
Do you like just picking the yellow?
You're gonna do, yeah? All three are good. Let's just pick one. I can do that.
Yeah. I don't mind making some, like putting some pressure on him too, but.
Yeah, also being up 4 is fine.
Yeah, I think we're just peel here.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't mind putting some pressure on him if we want. But.
I don't hate the guard.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you maybe give him a shot for 2, but I think the shot for 2 is really tough.
I hate to give him a shot for 2. And then
It does look very difficult.
hard
I think you can only hit it in one exact
and then you're
spot.
more likely to steal, whereas if you pick this,
You got a Jake.
McDonald will have a fairly easy shot for 1. I get it. Scoreboard dictates you pick here. I think all the options are pretty good for Jacob Libbus.
Hey, you got it.
He's been throwing a lot of hits this game, so that might play a part in their decision.
Last rock for Jacob Libbus up 5.
looks nice.
Just looking for a pick.
Clean, clean.
And he's got it right through the hole. So Jordan McDonald will have to draw for his single point facing 3.
Okay.
So if they shake. Well, Jordan McDonald didn't take a ton of time in the hack on this one. I think he's maybe
Looks better.
feeling like, I don't care if I miss this.
He's got to play tonight either way.
Yeah.
Line's good. You need this?
Yeah, he could still get the bye to the semi anyway if Connor Dean were to lose.
Need a piece.
Girl. Weight's good. Whoa. Weight's good. Lead. 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 Yep. Straight.
It's okay.
Nice shot there from Jordan McDonald. It will settle in for 1, but Jacob Libbus will take a 4-point lead and the hammer into the second half of this game. Don't go anywhere.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Storms are coming. There she goes.
Yay!
I'm gonna need a new tractor.
Knew it was over.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back to continuing coverage of the SGI Canada Best of the West from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Whether you're joining us on the Curling Canada or Curling Zone YouTube pages, we appreciate having you here for this final men's round robin draw. Team Alberta 2, Jacob Libbus taking the jackboots to Team Manitoba 1, Jordan McDonald. It's been all one-way traffic. Libbus leading 6-2 with the hammer here, playing end number 5, a berth in the semifinals on the line here in this game. John Cullen alongside Trevor Johnson. And Trevor, I think we've been talking about it from the start of the game, but this is just simply a case of one team making quite a few more shots than the other.
It certainly has, and right away from lead stones, they're just set up so good, end after end, and you know, if you're going to miss one shot after a setup like this, you're kind of pooched.
Yeah, that's Michael Henricks. They were trying for the freeze, even though they knew that the come around was a little bit better, so they called the audible just shy of the house, and yeah, that ends up in a perfect spot. We'll see if Team McDonald can find their way back in it. If anyone in this field can do it, it's them, but it is a big mountain to climb here, down 4 and only 4 ends to play. We can give you an update on the other games out here at the Nutana Curling Club. Lots of playoff implications on pretty much every sheet.
Back 12, curl. Really got it, curl.
Connor Dean and Devin Weeb are locked in a battle here. 2-1, Dean leading. I'm just waiting for the score to be put up from the 4th end, but it looks like Dean scored in the 4th. So they're up at least 3-1, but I'll let you know how many points it is as soon as they put that up. Beside them, Brett Walter, Logan Eade locked in a battle. Walter stealing in the 4th end. They lead that one 3-2 over Eade. Beside them, Josh Bryden also taking the boots to Team Davies here. They're up 5-1. Davies with the hammer playing 5.
Okay, just roll it away.
Beside them, it's Jakes and...
Shoot.
Oh, I forgot to write down. Oh yeah, Jakes and Tao. They're in a very tight game. It's 1-0 for Jakes at the moment. And then beside them, it is Freeman against Duncan Wu. Freeman leading that one 4-1. Duncan Wu with the hammer. They're also playing 5.
Like back 4. Can you freeze that?
No, I don't think so.
You gotta move this one back somehow. Okay. Tyler, you just get to nose and back 12. Or you come this way.
Okay.
Whatever's easier.
What do you like?
Okay. Right on the nose.
Yeah, I mean, it just gives them a double, but...
Back
well,
12.
The yellow should
back
kick
8.
out. Yellow should kick out.
A little more.
Yeah, a little more.
Clean.
Like hair more.
Back. Clean.
Back
yeah.
eight. Yep.
Whoa.
No, back line.
Whoa.
Back line.
Let's try to tap this back, move the Redstones around in the house.
Curl. Curl hard.
Through.
Curl hard.
Through.
Hard. Go. Sit. Very good. Great shot.
That's good.
It's pretty good from Elias Humanicki.
I kind of like the guard into him, but...
Creates a little pocket.
You like this?
That's fine too.
Do you like that?
Do you ever do this one?
You can get it over the top of the breads.
Good with this.
I mean, it's still good, but you got a pocket there as well for McDonald.
Yeah. I think you're doing this. Big pocket, but this is fine.
You're gonna need more ice than that, Zach.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Zach Polyak's been making these high hard ones all game, trying to get rid of both yellows.
Whoa.
Good.
Just like that. Great shot. And gets the roll behind the corner guard too for fun.
Oh man, he came to play today.
They all did. Just feels like everything's coming off for them right now. Even when you make the shot, as you called it, you probably wouldn't have cared too much about the roll, but hey, if you make it, why not? This could be Team McDonald's only chance to get out of this mess here. They do have this little pocket.
Like my first one? Yeah, your first one, yeah. Just finish it.
It's not really a tolerance on the shot. It's kind of make it or it's not good.
Where?
Close.
Touchdown. Line.
One only.
Help
Wait.
them then. Both
Wait.
goals your line.
Wait.
Wait, slow down.
Okay.
Both go then.
Both go.
Line's good. Wait's good now. Curl distance. Wait's good. Curl. Pass the curl. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. Just leave it now. Okay, that's fine.
It's a good shot.
Didn't curl as much as they wanted it to.
Straight peel.
Yeah.
Weight was really good from Dallas Burgess.
Probably the outturn thick.
I think this is pretty thin to get that, so.
Just a straight peel.
You got it.
Sliver less.
Yeah, runs pretty straight here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clean.
Good work.
Peel made, guard going back up for Dallas Burgess.
Halfway, right in front of that middle red there.
Yep.
I think with Libbus being shot, no urgency for them at the moment. McDonald probably delays this end until his last stone, most likely.
McDonald's wanting to guard it across the yellow so that they leave the left side open, because Libus can't do anything with that side, as the yellow would jam on the back button of the red.
Now hard plow it then. Let's get the depth right. Yeah,
Line's good.
Hard
Line's
line.
good.
High.
Okay, curl then. Curl. Curl. Really gotta go.
Yeah, this is a hair light, so now they're calling to try to finish it. So they
Keep going.
do guard that side, as you said, Trevor.
It's okay.
I think that does the job.
I don't mind the intern.
It's not as thin as he was saying, yeah. I'm good with this.
All right, you got it.
They're trying to save that red in the 12-foot. They know it might come into play as a scoring rock.
Yep. Hard. Good.
Zach Polyak had to help that a little bit out of the hand, but leaned on it nicely. Got rid of the guard. We'll see if McDonald decides to come in now. Looks like he is thinking about it.
Yeah, that's the shot.
Oh, their shot, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta move this to here.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get on the corner. You gotta stay here.
Do you ever go here?
He's just gonna blow it up, right? And then he's gonna be shot.
Okay. I mean, he's shot already.
I'm thinking just move this to right here and sit there. I guess he might have.
Might have like that across. If
I think it's the only shot though. I don't see anything else that's
I think you almost got to guard one more.
I don't like guarding. I think we got to try and move this around now. So if we guard, he's just gonna peel, and this is not a good steal situation. I gotta just like tap this frozen, and then he just blasts it.
I think, yeah, we just got to move this.
I think we honestly just move it frozen and sit here.
Yeah. That way
That's
you can never
probably
go
the shots.
Yeah.
It's what we've been talking about earlier. If you score big early, you just get to play the easy peels and the hits, and the team that's down has to create really good angles and touch shots. And if the weight and line aren't perfect on this, it could be a double or just a blast in return.
Gotta create that angle so they can't like take the paint off.
Yeah.
Dude, should we just play the intern? Is that easier?
The intern.
What are we doing? Lies?
Right there.
They're just tapping me. Are you throwing like back button kind of?
What? Yeah.
So you heard them say they want to try to tap this Yellowstone to being frozen, just kind of on the corner. Their initial call was to kind of tap it beside the red and then roll the shooter into the pocket, but we're nervous that that would create an easy blast situation for Jacob Libbus. So trying to tap this to corner frozen. Pretty delicate.
I got good weight.
Close.
Easy, Cam. Easy.
Hair light.
Easy. Easy. It has to curl. Curl.
You're wrong.
Curl. Easy.
Weight's good.
Straight. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
This is really moving on him.
Yep. Oh, you got no weight. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Get in here. Got no weight. Okay.
It's not a terrible plan B.
Just try and sit here and move the one.
Not totally sure if they're on the same page, sweepers and line callers, because before it even hit the break point, they said it's got a curl, and sweepers said it has to go for weight, meaning it will curl early. Seen a few of those today.
You know? We might leave a sandwich, I guess, but. Like, I hate to hit it thick and not get the other yellow, you know? Peel? Yeah. Are they like even? Yeah. Okay. Right in the middle, yeah. A little bit of the 5 first would be good, but we gotta hit it high side so we don't touch our red. Sure. So.
You got it, buddy. This way.
In or out here? Out. Stay close.
So just trying to shove this at the pile here. You'll definitely get the yellow stone on the left as you're looking at it moving. It's just where the one on the right goes. Okay. It didn't go anywhere. They were, I think, hoping to sit in front of that yellow. Didn't quite come off for them, but
Hit the 5 first.
pretty good result. Definitely scary if you're Jordan McDonald. Red lying 1, 3, 4, 5.
You have to roll this in a good spot, otherwise you're looking at the game. If you leave a double in return or whether you hit and roll off, it's going to be an open hit. Trying to lie 2 after this and just roll the shooter behind the red, I believe is what they called.
Last rock, Jordan McDonald.
Solid board.
Just a little tap and roll, trying to lie 2.
Yep.
This is really taking off.
Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Yep.
Oh boy.
Roll it. Roll it.
That's close to the worst case scenario for Team Manitoba. This is about as automatic as a double gets, and it's wide open from the other end for Jacob Libbus, and this could be game.
Where it's like, who's in charge? Me.
Double right on the nose for 4.
Okay, you got it, buddy. You guys good with this ice? Yeah. Take a little less if you want.
Yeah,
I think I can push it.
okay, so that looks good.
Yeah. Nose or a little low's good. Yeah, you got it. Even high will make it. High will make it, yeah. You got it.
Final stone for Jacob Libbus in the 5th, and it might be the final stone of the game. Already leading by 4 and looking to add another 4 to that total. And he will only settle for 3.
Makes the scoreboard look so much cooler.
And I guess we're going to keep playing. I thought for sure that would be handshakes from Team McDonald, but it is not. Libbus leads 9-2.
we learned to put one foot in front of the other. That with a little hard work, great things will happen. We can go for gold, but what matters most is having fun. We learn from some of the best, improving our skills, building confidence, and making friends that feel like family. We are proud to be the future of curling.
False. Easy on the line. Weight's good.
Room.
Weight's perfect.
3 threes all on the board for Alberta 2. They lead Manitoba 9-2. A little surprised to see Manitoba continue to play here. But maybe just an opportunity to get to know this championship sheet a little more. They're going to be in the playoffs. We know that for sure. Will Team McDonald. So maybe just trying to get a few more rocks on this sheet. I don't know, but maybe it's specifically they're punishing me for something I said. I'm not sure.
1493.
Yeah, if you have to, they're guaranteed to play later tonight. I'd be a fan of just getting your rest and eat up. But you know, I guess if they want to learn the ice or figure something out with their throws, you know, play on.
And play on they will as we go into our shot of the game presented by Prairie West Sales. And for this one, we're going all the way back to the first end. It was Nathan Molberg making this angle double tap to lie this redstone buried, set them up for a 3 later in that end. Just a fantastic shot to set the tone for Team Alberta 2. That is your shot of the game presented by Prairie West Sales, providing premium used trucks and new and used grain trailers across Western Canada.
Curl, 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 curl. Good. 4-7. Sweet.
Back 8.
Okay, I've actually been told, Trevor, that the teams were asked on the feature sheet to play 7 ends.
Oh, 7, okay.
So I think that is what is going on here, although event organizer Matt Dunstone told me he did pass the word on to Jordan that he may quit after 6.
Okay.
So Jordan, I take it back. You are not in my bad books anymore.
Not through. You're never
just following the rules. I can understand that. Uh-oh. Elias Humanicki drawing around the cluster of red stones in the 4-foot. And now the peel train will come out for Jacob Libbus. Some score updates for you. Connor Dean did indeed score 2 in the 4th. Devin Weeb got 2 back in the 5th. Dean leads that one 4-3. Again, Dean just needs a single point from that game to ensure that they are into the quarterfinals. McDonald's draw, their LSD is better than Dean. So if Dean were to lose this game, McDonald would get through to the semifinals on LSD. But if Dean gets even 1 point from this game against Weeb, then it will be Dean and Libus that get the buys to the semifinals. Of course, that is assuming that Libus hangs on for a win here. That is definitely looking likely.
Wide. Lots of room. Lots of room.
Again, we will be back with you at 4 p.m. local time, so 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, with quarterfinal action. I believe we will have a men's quarterfinal for you.
Yes, you gotta go. You really gotta go hard.
Good shot. Not even close. Grip the guard, yeah.
But we have to wait and see which men's teams are going to make the quarterfinals here before we could tell you which one. But looking forward to having that one. Sophia Maubergs will be back joining me in the booth for that. Then the semifinals go tonight at 8 p.m. local, and then we'll have the women's and men's finals for you tomorrow. Lots of curling action still to come here from the Nutana. Peel made there for Nathan Molberg. Libus line 2 here.
Do you not go around the corner?
No. That just blows up the middle. This is both yellows, I think.
I mean, the angles are so good in the middle, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Is
Same
that crazy,
freeze
Dom?
and just
Go around
bump
the
and
corner?
locked.
Is that stupid?
He's just going to
Top 8.
He's going to slip the right side. He's blowing it up either way.
I don't know if he makes. Does he have one going though? Because we have the angle.
If we dead freeze it, he can't get rid of any rocks.
Okay, all right.
I think.
Okay, let's make it. Let's make it. Right in the pocket.
I think this is it. Let's buy in, man.
Let's make it. That's fine.
There.
Little light. Little left.
Line's good.
Line's good.
It's close.
Oh,
Weight's
nailed me,
good.
guys.
Weight's good.
Grip.
Weight's there.
Whoa,
Weight's,
whoa.
no, weight's good.
No line at all.
The weight's good.
Curl.
Weight's
Oh,
good.
straight.
Weight's good.
They just wanted to tap this one to frozen. And I think they just lost the angle on that one a little bit, Trev. I think they were hoping to be on the high side of that Yellowstone.
I was almost wondering if that grabbed, because when it was right in front of the house, it did look wide and then just went sideways.
Now the blast for Nathan Moldberg will get rid of one of these yellows easily and will remove some of the back reds as well to free up the other yellow. A little unlucky there for Dallas Burgess.
Whoa.
Curl. Never. Curl. Good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. Gets both the red stones in for shot and frees up the yellow. So that actually ended up being maybe close to the best result for Nathan Moldberg. I think Team Libbus maybe doesn't want to use up all their mojo right now.
What if you tap?
Sitting 1, 2, and 4 after that, that's pretty good. Obviously not as thin as they would have wanted to hit it, but it worked out better than they had hoped.
I thought this was higher. I was going to say here, but.
Can't get there.
I was just about to call that. Play the tap, frozen, and roll over on top of the other reds.
I like this. I know he's doing that. Like, we don't need a big discussion here. Like, yeah. Okay. Or wait, hold on. What if we just do this? All right.
Yeah, like, that's kind of what like try and almost freeze it on the angle of that, maybe. Whatever you're seeing, Jordan.
Let's play this.
Reality is none of the options are very good for McDonald here. They really need to score 3 to have any hope of getting back in this, and there just isn't really an obvious setup for 3 here.
Yeah, I'd give it a little more.
I think if they score any less than 3 here, they're shaking.
Yeah, try to stay high side though.
I got the same weight.
Same.
Add a little
Got
more weight.
Yep.
Our line.
Same line.
Same weight.
Weight's good.
Gotta go line.
We're same weight.
Curl.
Same weight. We're frozen.
I know you're left.
You just got it on your broom.
That was not the desired result.
Yeah, that's why you missed.
Snows it?
Yeah, maybe a little high.
Well, we're doubling our own rocks, and then he hits this, and he scores a 3 if we don't make the double.
I said he got it on his broom. He was like my.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be running that yellow into the pile of reds there.
No, I heard them say nose, and I think that'd be best case.
I agree.
With the intern.
Even if you lose this one, at least.
I know the instinct is to try to get rid of as many yellows as you can, but I think given that you're sitting 2, you don't really have to here.
Yeah, even if I clip this.
I think peel's the right way.
Okay, peel. Right there.
Yeah.
Peel.
Okay, yeah, just trying to nose that one kind of. Yeah. Or like as thick as we can. If I clip it though, it's fine, right? Like it's in or out peel. Try and nose the yellow,
Out
but
turn?
in-turn. In-turn? Okay. Okay, I see. Yep.
Nose the middle one, kind of?
Yeah. Can I have a touch more? We can always clip that one on the left. Like, yeah. You got it.
Cooler heads prevailing here. It's just going to be a nose hit for Jacob Libbus. Throwing up weight just in case of the jam. Making sure they get rid of the yellow regardless. Oh, wow. How about that? Great audible called there. Gets rid of both yellows, and now it's going to be very hard for McDonald to score any more than one. When it's going good, eh, TJ?
It sure is. I definitely lucky on that one.
Yeah, I think it was one of those, they kind of said if the line is there, we'll try to play that thin double, but really the main motive was just to make sure you get rid of that yellow one in the middle. But yeah, with the way Jacob Libbus threw that, easy audible call for Nathan Molberg, made it perfectly, and now Jordan McDonald's going to try a hit and roll behind these staggered red stones in the forefoot. Elias Humanicki on this right out of the hand. And they won't quite get buried. Very close, but you can see there it's at least half open for Jacob Libbus, and I think if you hit this anywhere on the high side, you probably get both yellows.
We're giving him a deuce if we just hit, right?
If Jordan had made that perfect, Libus is almost forced to guard their reds, and if that would have been missed, you have a double for 3.
Yeah, you still could guard your reds here if you wanted to get real spicy, or just even draw open side and lie 3.
Okay.
But certainly when you're up 7, you don't need to be engaging in such behavior.
Even leads know that.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it. You guys like that ice?
I think especially with the fact that the double is here.
Yeah. Even if you jam it and just get the one, it's fine. Like you said, if he's not scoring 3, he's probably not playing.
Looked like a bit of a wide slide. Need this one to curl a smidge, and it does. Great shot from Jacob Libbus. Jordan McDonald going to get the lead out here. Heard him say, you're going to throw a nuke. He doesn't have to. You could just even throw normal here, or up normal. But when things have gone the way they have for Team Manitoba, why not just shove it?
Throw a nuke. Yeah, I had a 5.9 on it, so I guess I was going over or under 5.9 on this one.
I'm going to say it's going to go, like, it's going to be faster.
But I'm thinking too.
Yep. All right. Right to it. Yep.
5.9 again. Double is made.
Bounce the rocks there in those.
We play 6.
Leaving a little speed wobble there, but.
What did Matt say? Matt said that 6 is fine. Okay, we're good.
All right, so
I'll
there
take
you
your
go.
word for it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Matt did tell me that 6 was fine as well, so it is a score of 1 for Jordan McDonald, but a 9-3 victory for Alberta 2 and Jacob Libbus. They were absolutely fantastic today. Full value for the win. They will get a bye to the semi, and now Jordan McDonald will have to await the Connor Dean result to see their fate. But they're in the playoffs too, and so are we. 4 p.m. local time, and just over 2 hours from now, we will be back with quarterfinal action from the Nutana Curling Club here in Saskatoon. Thank you so much for joining us. For Trevor Johnson, everyone at IKS Live, I've been John Cullen. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.